Colorado Springs has one of the largest, if not the largest, wildland-urban interfaces in the country. More people living in that area, and it's a high fire risk area. But it also means that we have steep landscapes right next to our city. And so if you think about a city that we built this size with so many impervious surfaces and such elevation drop, it's really a recipe for a lot of flooding and a lot of sedimentation transport as well. By the time the Arkansas River gets to the Gulf of Mexico, it goes through 180 water treatment systems. And so we have a special responsibility to protect it up here right at its source. And we really are the first users. And Fountain Creek is a huge contributor to the Arkansas River.
So the district is actually our attempt to have a diplomatic approach to it, trying to kind of strike that idea of what Senator Salazar said a number of years ago about the crown jewel, the ability to make this something that's just absolutely wonderful for all of our citizens. That is the primary purpose and mission for the district.
It's 927 square miles of land that includes not only the top of Pikes Peak, but the plains all the way down to Pueblo. The Fountain Creek Watershed Flood Control and Greenway District has done a really good job of bringing together El Paso County, Pueblo County, all of the jurisdictional municipalities, and talking about these issues from a technical perspective, from the citizens' point of view, and dealing with projects on the ground so that we can start to see some of these solutions happen. And we've seen a lot of great impact from these projects.
Fountain Creek is very unique. First of all, you've got the phenomenon that this creek falls from 14,000 feet to 4,000 feet. So you've got 10,000 feet of relief in Fountain Creek. You couple that with the fact that we're in the semi-arid West. That's very unique in the sense that we get just enough rain and snow to generate a lot of runoff and a lot of water, but not enough rain and snow to grow dense vegetation with root mass that can hold soil and banks together.
The other interesting thing is because the stream meanders and because it has so much sediment in it, the method that a lot of the agricultural users use to divert the water has been heavily challenged. That is one of the challenges we're trying to figure out is what kind of mechanism can we help those landowners use in order to tap into their water rights and still not be affected by the proclivities of this particular stream that likes to meander like a snake all the time.
The Fountain Creek Watershed Flood Control and Greenway District has set about prioritizing where the most significant impacts are along the creek in Pueblo County and El Paso County as well, and then trying to address some of those. So the project that you see here behind us was a project that we called Fountain Creek Restoration at Highway 47. There was a case where in the 2015 flood, there was just shy of 20,000 CFS that came through this reach, and then the creek started to move easterly and was putting the Highway 47 abutment approach road and bridge at risk. And CDOT and of course the City of Pueblo is at risk of actually losing the bridge itself.
And then when the flooding receded, we went and took a look at it and said, hey, Colorado Department of Transportation, we're going to lose this bridge. We got to do something here pretty quickly. So we worked with our water engineers to determine what was the best type of projects that we could put in there, not just to protect the bridge, but to put it in that is a long-term sustainable type of a design. And so what you see up there now is a redesign going significantly upstream from where the bridge is, redesign how the creek approaches the bridge so that instead of having the pressures either to the east or the west, it's aimed so that it goes right under the bridge. And then it's also designed so that we can protect the banks. We've tried to terrace in the banks and then put in a whole bunch of natural growth that'll come in, and that root system ends up protecting it. And then the final side of it is we think it's going to be easier to maintain the way we've got it designed.
The district has done a suite of projects. This Highway 47 project is just one of them. There are projects upstream as well. So those are the highest priority sources where either infrastructure was at risk or where a tremendous amount of sediment, as the creek is responding to that changed hydrology that we've talked about, is those are the highest priority sites to try to get ahead of the problem.
Fountain Creek connects us upstream to downstream, past to future, and neighbor to neighbor. What you've seen is what's possible when communities choose collaboration over conflict and vision over reaction. Together, we're building a watershed that protects people, supports nature, and strengthens the places that we call home.